more excitement, you know?
I think so.
You gotta expect this thing has like so much energy that your vocal cords are gonna explode, okay guys?
I'm excited
one more
about
time.
that. Okay, ready? We're gonna one more time really loud, okay?
Alright.
Are you ready for?
That was good.
Now we're getting it. Okay, but now it's time to start the show proper. I'm just gonna check the answering machine, get our message.
Yeah, Andrew, the red light's not on.
I
What's
think it's
that?
broken, just give me a second.
No, I think it's just that somebody didn't leave a message. Wait, but if there's no message, how are we gonna do a show?
I don't know, because if we have no message, what are we gonna do a show on?
Oh.
We're kind of counting on the message. I rely on it.
Jeez, okay, well, let's think. Okay.
I got it. Studio Y is supposed to be kind of true to life and things that people really encounter in their life, right?
Yes, that's right.
All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask you guys about your week, and something will come out of it, and we'll do the best show ever.
Okay, all right.
Chris, how was your week?
Well, on Thursday, kind of hung out with the guys. We had some pizza, I guess, and on Thursday I scraped my knee, but that's not really anything to do a show on, is it?
Well, you know, scraped knees aren't great, but I'm not sure if it makes a full Studio Y episode.
Yeah, okay.
Fully.
Well, maybe
Josh, what do you got, buddy? Come on.
Oh, yes. Okay. Well, I quit school, and I quit my job, and then I spent all my savings on this cape.
What?
Why would you do something like that?
So I'm gonna be famous. I have to have a cape.
What?
Okay.
How are you going to be famous?
Okay. I filmed this video, and I put it on YouTube,
Okay.
and I'm gonna become famous.
So you quit school because of something you put on YouTube.
Man, I wish I had a backup plan like you do. You are thinking about the future, man.
Okay. I'm not sure you can count on that though, Josh.
You have to see the video to understand.
Alright, let's see the video.
Okay, can we get that?
Epic!
That's why you quit school?
You didn't like it?
It was
Epic.
It was epic.
Epic.
But
yeah.
I just don't know if I'd count on that. I don't really think you can really count on it, rely on it, you know?
Why not?
Because, you know why? Because there's only one thing in life that we can really rely on and count on, and that's Jesus. That's the only thing. Let's do the show on that, because I was counting on the answering machine message and that kind of fell through. You're counting on your YouTube thing, which is a terrible idea. We'll do a show on how Jesus is the rock.
What? Okay, Jesus is the rock?
Jesus is the rock. Yeah, Jesus is a rock, and by living and trying to be more Christ-like and then building our foundation on Him. Yes, okay, I've got it. Let's go backstage, just figure this out. This is going to be a great show.
Right.
Thank you so much for coming to Studio Y.
Studio Y!
I see you're still working on your yo-yo. That's really good. Hey, hello? Anybody home? Oh, I think so. Hello? Milton, can you feel it?
Hi, Gordon.
Oh, so good. I'm not a figment of my own imagination. But what are you guys doing?
Nothing, just pondering our pending life of desolation and poverty.
What?
My dad got laid off from his job.
Oh, man. I'm really sorry to hear that, guys. What happened?
Economic downturn leads to job cutbacks. And that's not even the worst part.
It isn't? Wow, what's the worst part?
Our parents don't even seem worried.
Well, isn't that a good thing?
Of course not! Our lives are on the brisk of ending. Everything that we have. And they don't even seem worried about it.
They're leaving all the worrying to us.
But maybe, guys, it's because they don't need to worry so much because they know that life's not quite over yet.
Well, I'm not taking any chances. I'm taking matters into my own hands. Come on, Dennis, we
But
got
wait,
work.
guys, we could, well, listen to some music.
So my play opens in 2 days. I just can't wait. Oh, I am so excited to see you opening night. You'll be marvelous. Oh. Hello, dear. Are you
Hi, no, Milton and Dennis were here, but they took off someplace.
Really? Took off where?
You know, I don't know. It seems like Mr. McFly lost his job. It's very sad, but the guys took off somewhere to do something.
Oh dear, that sounds a little ominous.
Oh, poor guys. My mom said things were looking a little shaky with their dad's company and everything.
You know, things are so uncertain these days.
That's right, Mom. That's why it's important to only count on the one thing you really can count on.
You are absolutely right, my dear.
Oh, hey, Milton and Dennis. I just heard about your dad losing his job.
Attention, everyone! The McFly family is going to be okay!
Really?
What happened?
Did your father get his job back?
Nope! Me and Dennis went into a business of our own.
Wow! Doing what?
Dennis?
Selling this. It's called LIFEBURST, and it's amazing. It's made of the rare gingerberry, the healthiest berry of them all.
I've never heard of that before.
Neither could I. But now that I know, I'm never going back to those substandard drinks. The gingerberry can only be found in the hollow of active volcanoes. It can only be harvested exactly 38 minutes before an eruption.
Wow, that sounds astounding, Desmond. Where do you get this stuff?
We got it from another successful salesman. He's been selling LifeBurst for only 5 months, and he's making tons of money. He's now overseeing 15 with us, other salesmen, and he's a supervisor for them. After a 2-week probational period, we could be supervisors too.
Well, how do you know this stuff's as good as they say?
Well, Steven, our supervisor, has been drinking it for a while, and he says he feels 250% better. Plus, it says it right here on the bottle. Good life and great health. Guaranteed.
You know, Dennis, that's a pretty heavy claim.
And you haven't even heard everything the LifeBurst offers. Hey, no, you got the brochure?
I'd be a bad salesman if I didn't.
With regular consumption of LifeBurst energy drink, you will quickly experience such benefits as increased energy, renewed youth and vitality, shinier hair, decreased illness, healthier nail beds, and a glowing complexion, among many more.
Wait, did you say shinier hair and a glowing complexion? How much?
Olivia, you already have nice shiny hair. Why are you worried about buying that stuff?
I only have a huge play coming up in a few days, and I need to look my best. How much, Milton?
Well, Olivia, you have a couple of options. You can buy one for the great price of $12.95, or you can buy a case of 10 for $99.95 and sell some to your family and friends while getting them at a discounted rate and enjoying the same thing you'd be enjoying all along.
I'll just take one for now.
Pleasure doing business with you.
Dennis, darling, did you mention something about renewed youth and vitality?
Yep, it's right here.
So do you suppose if someone were, say, a secret spy, I was maybe getting on in years, do you think that LifeBurst will turn them into the young, energetic fireball spy they once were?
I suppose. Probably. Actually, yeah, it really should.
Guaranteed.
I'll take the case of 10, please.
But Mom, it's
Come here, I'll say you're taken care of.
Mom, show you what I do. Mom.
Wow. Is that a retard?
Oh, those are the antioxidants you're tasting. You see, they're the secret to your overall health improvement. Honestly, just imagine, Olivia, you'll never be sick again. Guaranteed.
Real good.
First of all, you need to know some things about my game. You have to be an excellent builder. All right. And you have to know something else about my game. You have to also be prepared to cheer. All right, so this section over here, you're going to cheer for my team over here. So let's try. Yay! And you guys over here cheer for the team.
I just found your toy.
Cheer
I just
for
found
the
it at
team
home.
that's over here.
Come to my
So let's try. 1, 2, 3. Now, you know the thing about this game is that you have to be a really good sport. Because the game, well, not only do you need to be a good builder, but you also have to be a good sport. So, you have to think about that in your head. And I'm looking, oh, I need one other volunteer. Maybe, oh, Mrs. Johnson, would you help? Actually, would the Johnson, maybe family, send a representative?
She can take Madeline.
Well, I need an inspector, though.
Okay, I'll inspect.
All right, excellent. If you could just stand right here and be our inspector, that would be great. All right, now I think I need some good volunteers. Let's see. Oh, maybe we need the Bennett family. Can we have the Bennett family? I know you're out there. I know you're out there. Come, Bennetts. Come on up here. All right. Now, if you could stand over here by this table, that would be really great. All right. Excellent work. And can I have, let's see, who else do I need? Oh, let's see. Inspector, to go with my project here. Cheyenne, is your brother here? Do you think he would help? All right, may I have the Hughes family, please? And you might want to send a grown-up Hughes, I don't know. The Bennetts look like a pretty strong team. What do you think, Cheyenne? Would you like to come and meet her friends? Okay, come on. Sure, absolutely. And you guys are going to be this team right here. Excellent. Okay, so here is the goal. You have to build the strongest, most stable, and the tallest tower in 1 minute. What do you think? Well, you need some supplies, of course. Here you go. Here are some blocks for you. And here are some blocks for you. All right, now the trick to my game is, though, that you have to build your tower on this fluff. And you guys get to build your tower right here on this table. All right, are you ready? That is a very good question right here. All right, so while they do that, we'll start the time. And while they do that, I'm going to tell you a little story. In the Bible, in the book of Matthew, Jesus tells a story about some builders. He tells about a very wise builder who builds his house on the rock. And when the rain comes down and the floods come up, as the story goes, the house stays firm. On the other hand, the foolish man, well, he builds his house on something that's not quite so strong. And the rain comes and his tower won't stand up. But Jesus is making a point. He's trying to tell a story about what we should do with our lives. When we build on something strong, like God's Word, and we build it on a firm foundation, lots of stuff can happen, and we're still on a strong place. Whereas when we try and build on something soft, like maybe what we want, or maybe that people will like us, it doesn't work out so well. So let's see how our builders are doing here. Madam Inspector, how's it going?
Well, the ladies over here are encountering some serious challenges.
Really?
Yes.
Yes.
I've heard comments such as, "This isn't fair!"
True story. All right. My game really wasn't fair. That's why you have to be a good sport.
Yes.
And what about the Bennett clan? How are they doing? They're doing pretty well, hey?
Architecturally, I'm impressed.
I am very impressed. All right, well, let's have a cheer for the Bennett clan's tower. Let's have a cheer for the ladies who have built on that. And I hope you learned how to build your life on something sturdy. Thanks for coming to play my game. You did great. Or you just never know what might happen. All right, thanks.
Let me tell you the story
just kids. But if you listen closely today, you'll hear we have something different to say. The first little piggy, let's call him Ken. He needed a house,
I needed a den.
so what did Ken do? Well, what would you do? Hired a contractor.
Actually, two.
The first home builder, let's call him Steve, said if he did one thing,
I'd do it cheap.
so what did Ken do? Well, what would you do? He went to talk to contractor 2. The second contractor, let's call him Murdy. He said,
I'll build him and I'll build him sturdy.
so what did Ken do? Well, what would you do?
Well, I choose both of you.
So they both got started on their little shacks. Murdy worked hard while Steve kinda slacked. Now Murdy's house was built on a rock, and Steve laughed at him, yes he did mock. But Murdy just kept working away, while Steve went to the beach to play. Finally Steve's house was finished too, a 12-bedroom split with an ocean view.
And that's not all.
He said with a glee,
You get a walkout beach if you go with me.
Ken looked at both of the houses a while, then made his choice with a little smile. So what did Ken do? Well, what would you do?
Gotta go with that ocean view.
So Ken moved in and things were good. The house seemed to do what a good house would. There came a storm, and suddenly his house wasn't quite as warm. He did not know what was going on, but then he noticed his walls were gone. The sea came up and took his house. Then the rain gave him a douse. And then as Ken stepped on a rake, he realized his big mistake. So Ken went down to the beach on a walk. He moved right into the house on the rock. He now knew a strong foundation was key.
Unless, of course, you want your house, which is a metaphor for life, to be washed away in the sea.
So now that you've heard our little tale, I hope you all remember without a fail, a house without foundation is weak. This is not the life that you seek. A life that's built on Jesus Christ is a strong life, so take my advice. Things in this life will always get dim, so make your firm foundation in Him.
Have any of you guys seen Chris?
We've been looking for him everywhere, but we can't find him.
Alright, you know what? You guys go take an intermission. There's some juice and cookies and whatnot in the back. We're gonna go find Chris. You guys are on it. Alright, we're gonna go find Chris.
Hey, the name's Jack.
It's called LIFEBURST. Yeah, LIFEBURST. Let me tell you something. This stuff will change your life. I know it sounds crazy, but hey, look at me. You following this camera guy? Now look, right here on the bottle. Good life, great health, guaranteed. Yeah, guaranteed. Now the secret to LIFEBURST greatness is the little berries they put in there. They're called gin, and they are incredibly difficult to harvest. I should know. I spend my summers plucking gin from seething volcanoes exactly 38 minutes before they erupt. It's not exactly like picking berries out of Granny's backyard. A lot of people ask me, hey, Jeff, what's so great about LIFEBURST anyway? And you know what I say? I say, you should stop asking so many questions and start drinking. Bam, bam, bam! On the other hand, it's really good to know what you're putting in your body. Well, let me tell you, LIFEBURST is all natural, preservative-free, fully organic, and all good. So you can trust your health and well-being to LIFEBURST. One of the most beautiful things about this company is that our valued customers can become our cherished employees. That's right. You too today can have a golden opportunity to share the wonder of LIFEBURST with your family and friends. You don't have to worry about pesky sales calls. This stuff is so good, it sells itself. So to find out more about this amazing offer, just talk to your local sales rep today. That's it for me. I gotta get. Just remember, you want something you can count on, make it LIFEBURST. Like it says here, good life, great health, guaranteed.
How's business going?
Awesome, Gordon. Oh, we're well on our way to financial security. And that Olivia is by far our best customer. With your mom in close second.
I am sure counting on that good health and vitality portion. It's definitely time to test this stuff out.
Test away, Gwendolyn. LIFEBURST results are guaranteed.
Excellent. All right. Here's for test number 1. Here's a photograph of me taken 4 days ago. Do I look any younger?
Mom, what? You look healthy?
Healthier? Oh, excellent. I'll be back to the old me in no time.
I've been feeling healthy too.
All right. Now, here's for a second test. Will one of you track my vertical progress on the wall?
Okay.
By lifting a piece of tape where my feet reach.
Mom, be careful!
All right. 1, 2, 3. All right. Now, with a little more LIFEBURST in my system. All right. 1, 2, 3.
Hey everyone, it's a beautiful day for being beautiful. Oh hey Dennis, I gotta say, thanks again for getting me into this stuff. I feel great and I'm so ready to shine on stage.
Olivia, did you spill some LIFEBURST on yourself or anything?
No, I don't think so, Gordon. Anyway, like I was saying, this is the best product ever. Everything else lets you down, but not LIFEBURST. It's guaranteed. So, I'm all out of my last batch. Can I have some more, please, Bill and Dennis?
Sure thing. Olivia, how can you afford all of this?
Oh, I used to have a job in Ohio, so I have some savings from that. Oh, and I'm asking my mom for some of my college money.
What? Your college money? But Olivia, you need that money for college!
Look, the only thing that matters is that I can buy LIFEBURST. College might get me a job and everything, but LIFEBURST will keep me young, healthy, and beautiful. And that's the only thing that matters.
Oh, I don't know.
Excellent. My stealth has improved. Agent 090 is back.
Wait, what?
Oh, I mean, doubly young Gwendolyn is back. Doubly young Gwendolyn is back. Okay, time for my strength test. Excellent. Ready. Go, Dennis. 1,
Whoa, Dennis! Are you okay?
He will be okay. Just get him on the table. Oh, don't worry, little buddy. I know CPR. It's mandatory for all the security guards. Clear out.
No. I think he's gonna be fine, Milton.
Yeah, I just lost all feeling in my arms for a second.
Hold on, little brother. It's gonna be.
That's impossible. I've been drinking LifeBurst.
No, you definitely do have a temperature. I know, perhaps a little more LifeBurst will help.
LifeBurst isn't doing its job at all. I have a fever. Gwendolyn twists her ankle. Olivia is turning purple.
What? That's true, dear.
It's true, I am purple. Bringing West Side Story isn't purple. What am I gonna do?
Mom, I think we need to get you to a chair.
Oh, that's the old great majesty, what she used to be.
At least she isn't purple. I can't go to school like this.
Yeah, LifeBurst was supposed to
This is
help.
ridiculous. Well, maybe we should even take you to the hospital.
Now hold on, everybody. LifeBurst Incorporated is a very reputable company, and they will stand by their guarantee. Yes?
Milton McFly,
Yes?
I believe these are for you.
What was that all about?
I don't know. LifeBurst Incorporated. Fraud? Section of the Canadian Competition Code 5514.
Ooh, that doesn't sound good.
Give back all the money!
Oh, I'm so sorry, Milton.
Yeah, sometimes things just don't work out.
Yeah.
Oh, what about the guarantees?
Dennis, there's only one thing in life that's really guaranteed. Do you know what it is?
Oh, I know. Death and taxes. That's what Dad always say.
No, not that at all.
Do you mean I have to pay tax on this money too?
No,
Oh, this keeps getting from bad to
Milton,
worse.
That's not what he's driving at.
No, I'm not. I'm talking about the Bible.
The Bible?
That's right, Dennis. The Bible. Because in the Bible, that's where we learn the truth.
So, let me clarify. What you're saying is, me and Dennis should have gone into the Bible selling business.
What? No, I'm not meaning that at all. What I mean is this. The Bible tells us about God. And God is really the only one that we can count on. God's the one who knows who we really are. God makes us more beautiful from the inside out. It's God who gives us strength whenever we need it. And Milton, God takes care of us even if we don't have a job. And that, my friends, is guaranteed.
You are my God, and Foundation. See, when you're building things, you need a strong foundation.
Here is a simple experiment. All you need is toothpicks, some sand, a rock, and your storm simulator. First, you take your toothpicks and make a couple of walls. You might need an adult to help you ahead of time. Then you make a big, sturdy base to put your house on.
Foundations.
Then you put your walls in. And you can even put a roof on it. Ding.
So you can't just build the walls on the ground. You need a foundation, a solid foundation. Foundation.
Now we're going to build a house on a rock. To make it easier, I use Play-Doh so that it'll stick. Now we're going to use the storm simulator of science. As you can see, the house on the rock, that is a solid foundation.
See, you're building a foundation, you need something rock solid like concrete or rock, anything just hard and strong. See, dirt and sand, it just crumbles. It's no good. Jesus says he's the foundation for our lives. Without him, things get a little shaky. Jesus says his words are a firm foundation for life. That's something you can build your life on.
Build life, studio line.
If you say go, we will go. If you say wait, we will wait. If you say step out on the water, and they say it can't be done, we'll fix our eyes on you and we will come. If you say go,
There you go.
I think that really helped clear it up.
I think so. You know, we talked about Jesus as our rock and our solid foundation. I think that.
A rock, that's right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Did you learn anything, Josh?
Yeah.
Do you feel like, I mean, this came out of your experience, man?
I guess I learned that I shouldn't put everything into my YouTube video.
YouTube isn't a rock.
No, that is true. And you know, but it's still cool to get excited about things and make plans that are fun and exciting. You just really can't count on it. Nothing's guaranteed about it. It's like what we learned about in the story. Remember with the wise and the foolish builder, and how if we build on that foundation of Jesus, that's something we can count on. That's our rock.
Yeah. And it's also like when the Studio Y gang was putting all their trust into that drink when it really didn't do anything, because it wasn't a rock. But, no, it wasn't a rock.
Chris, why on earth are you dressed like that, dude?
I'm glad you asked. Alright, so this man says Jesus is a rock, right? You know, you got me? And then he said that I should be Christ-like. So, I figured through a logical equation that I should dress up like a rock, you know? And so here I stand before you more Christ-like than ever.
Well, I mean, now that you describe it, I can almost tell that's what your costume is. But here's the thing, Chris. We weren't talking about Jesus literally. He wasn't really a rock like you'd find on the ground. That's not what we were saying. It's a metaphor. Can you explain to Chris what a metaphor is? No? Anyone? Metaphor? Oh. You don't even know?
What's a metaphor, Andrew?
Well, actually, this is a specific type of metaphor called a simile.
Oh.
But anyways, we said Jesus is like a rock because he's strong and solid and you can count on him. Remember when Phil Nye was slapping that concrete, he said it was important there's something solid that you can count on?
Yes.
Jesus is something solid you can count on.
I see. I see what you're trying to do.
But that's a good look for you.
This isn't anything. Alright, I respect that.
So, that's about all we have to say. So, thanks for coming to Studio Y! Wait! I have something else to say. With Studio Y, we want more and more people every time. So, what we're gonna do is Studio Y is the last Saturday of next month. That's the next show.
That's right.
It's gonna be good. So what you guys are all gonna do is you're going to pledge to bring a friend.
I did.
You brought a friend?
I brought two. Actually, three.
You're like my hero, man.
That is very
Good. Okay, so everyone, let's say together, I will bring a friend to Studio Y next month.
I will bring a friend to Studio Y next month.
There was a little bit of kid, a lot of Chris, very little parent.
I have a plan.